Yeah. Well, I mean, I exist on TikTok, but it's not me. Like someone's just uploading my content on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah, at a certain point in time, I guess I should step in and do something.
You should.
On TikTok, but TikTok is such a sketchy fucking application. Have you ever seen like the breakdown that these software engineers have done of TikTok, of how intrusive it is?
No.
They said it's the single most disturbing piece of software they've ever had to back engineer because the amount of like cross-platform spying it does.
Well, I know like if you're if you travel to a different state, like even now in Texas, like my TikTok feed will be a lot more Texas content. It's definitely location based. And I have had instances where I would say certain things in conversations, and then later that night I would get into my feed something similar. Like if I talked about dogs a lot, and then I'd weirdly start getting TikToks about dogs. I have noticed that type of stuff.
My friend told me that she was talking to this lady, and they were just having a conversation, and then she looked at her TikTok, and TikTok suggested her.
Based on that conversation?
So TikTok knew that her and this lady were next to each other physically because their phones were next to each other.
Wow.
So TikTok suggested that she follow that lady.
That's crazy.
That's spooky.
And TikTok can be pretty addicting. I actually recently uninstalled it just because, even though my TikTok's mostly like gym and like actually finance stuff, so it's like I actually don't. I enjoy the content on it, and I don't think it makes me a worse person. But I found I was spending like 2 hours a day on TikTok, and I was like,
just scrolling through videos.
Yeah, that's when I was like, that's a little much. So I uninstalled it.
Yeah, it's a fine line between enjoyment, getting something out of the content, and then just this weird empty obsession where you're just spending time staring at other people's stuff.
Yeah. But I think you can curate the feed, though, where it is beneficial, which is what I tried to do. And I had it in a good place where, like, you know, when I opened TikTok, it would motivate me to work out. And, like, it would motivate me to go work. So it's good. But sometimes just it'd take a little long because you can see your time on app. And so usually I try not to spend more than, like, an hour and a half a day on social media. So when I saw that 2 hours, I was like, fuck.
Do you know the difference between the way China does it versus the way the American does it?
No.
It's really interesting. China, first of all, between the hours of 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., kids are not allowed on it. They can't be on it. They won't let them on it. Second of all, when you're on it, the difference between like TikTok in America is like dances and people doing pranks and people doing things to try to get viral views. In China, it highlights scientific achievements, athletic achievements. It highlights like people doing things, accomplishing things.
Wow.
And it's
so it's a lot more curated.
Yes, much more, but curated by the CCP, where they're trying, or you know, whatever, in conjunction with, where they're trying to elevate the quality of the lives of the kids that are addicted to this TikTok. So instead of them being addicted to like putting piss in the hand soap container, instead of doing something like that, like what they're doing is like showing science experiments. They're showing innovation. They're showing kids accomplishing great athletic goals, and it's motivating people to do good things and improve themselves, which is totally possible here. But the problem is you would have to have some sort of like overview, like some sort of Orwellian restrictions brought down from the governments to like make sure that kids only see that kind of thing.
But here in America, if you did that, like people just wouldn't use it. They'd be like, "Oh, well, fuck this. I'm going. I'm going to Instagram Reels or YouTube."
Exactly. So do you put stuff on TikTok as well?
Yeah, we use TikTok.
So you have like a team that does all that.
Exactly.
Kind of jazz?
I'd say like 1 or 2% of my time go to TikTok. Like 90+% goes to YouTube. Because essentially, like at the end of the day, like I can hire like creative people to help come up with like bits. I can hire production people to help do the videos and editors. The only thing I can't outsource is like me actually filming. You know, at the end of the day, that's like the only thing that like I'm the only person that can do. So in an ideal world, I spend as much time much of my time as possible filming and not doing other stuff. Because we have multiple different channels and stuff like that. So like peak performance would be me like 90% of my work week is just filming shit and nothing else.
Yeah.